Hello, and welcome to A Closer Look. I'm your host, Robin A.T. Menace, and today we're going to take a closer look at Metroplex Mobile Studios. Today our guest is Terrell Wright. Hello, Terrell. How are you doing?
Hey Robin, how are you doing today?
I am excellent. I'm so excited to have you with me today. Many of you don't know, but Terrell is my partner in crime with A Closer Look. He does all the magical technology behind the scenes. And Also, Metroplex Mobile Studio is a Black-owned and a veteran-owned business, correct?
Absolutely. Yes, indeed it is. Thank you for
So,
acknowledging that.
yes. And what branch of the military were you in, and how old were you when you enlisted?
Well, I was the branch of the military I was a part of was the U.S. Navy, and I was I think around 17 or 18 when I enlisted because I had to have my parents to co-sign that, so yeah, about 17 years old. You brought back some old times there.
So, was it everything you thought it was going to be?
And I'll say that and then some. It was a little bit more because I wasn't expecting to have a conflict or a war during my service, but we ended up having the Desert Storm, so that kind of added a little bit more to the adventure. But I still got the chance to travel the world and to kind of do a lot of things that I had on my to-do list. Yeah.
So, and I would like to take this time to thank you for your service as a veteran of the service, the military service.
Well, thank
So,
you.
how did you get started in what is it, videography, all that technology, photography, all of that stuff?
Yeah. Well, originally, my dad had dabbled in photography. So growing up, I would see the enlarger, all of the stuff that it took to develop photographs, camera equipment. Birthdays, he would always break out all the camera equipment, holidays. So it kind of sparked at that point. But once I got older, I started seeing some benefits to it. So, it kind of inspired me to pursue this in school. So, I decided I would go to school for broadcasting. And once I did that, I found out that really was under the mass communications umbrella, which is a wide umbrella. So it really made even more sense to kind of follow this or pursue this, broadcasting, photography, videography line of work.
And when did you branch out on your own and start Metroplex Mobile Studios?
Well, branched out on my own. Okay, well, after I got out of the Navy, a company in New Orleans is where I got out of the Navy, and I started working for a Navy company, Royal Productions. And so another company came from Dallas, saw my work, recruited me, moved me to Dallas, and I worked with them for about a year and a half, and just decided it was time to kind of do my own thing. So I branched out and started working as a freelance or contract worker, and that lasted for several years, really good. But there's really not a benefit. I mean, there are some benefits, but I saw bigger benefits in becoming an LLC. So in 2020, I finally filled out all the paperwork and the documentation, and to acquire, Metroplex Mobile Studio LLC. So, although I was in the line of work, I actually started the business in 2020. And as you know, we went through this pandemic, so it's been a challenge trying to grow this during this time. But it is what it is. So I'm here.
Okay. And and speaking of the pandemic, I know that the pandemic has taken us through a roller coaster of events. So, and I know as with most businesses, we've had to navigate changing services and whatnot. So, what did you have to do differently during the pandemic?
Well, Metroplex Mobile Studio is a mobile broadcast studio, and initially we were doing a lot of in-person events. So that means that we could go into any venue, anywhere, set up real quickly, make it happen, and produce events. COVID-19 definitely changed the in-person part of it. So what we did at MMS is began to offer virtual production services. So all the streaming and the online interviews and all of those things, the online training, those services we started to incorporate into our business and began to offer them. And as a result, we were able to partner with businesses or small and large businesses like the Dallas Examiner to produce shows and events. So.
And I know you have a list of services, but what are just name off some of the services you offer, I guess, most often?
Well, under the mask, under this umbrella, I definitely try to offer the virtual production services, the in-person production services, photography, videography. So if you want to do interviews, if you want talking heads, commercials, anything really dealing with this mass comm, this broadcast umbrella. More of the video side. I will dabble into some audio. If you want to create audio tracks, videos, and things of this nature, voiceovers, so we can produce those as well. But our main side of this umbrella would be the video side. So photography, videography, any of these online production services that people are needing now.
And I know you offer package deals, which is important to know because people sometimes they need a variety of things, correct? So, and you have a saying. What is your saying? I don't want to mess it up.
Well, well, yes, we like to tell our clients that you don't need a huge budget to make a huge impact. And that's to really speak to the smaller businesses, the smaller companies who need this service, who need to, a wide outreach, but may not have the budget of a larger company. So, we try to provide different services that will apply in different situations. So for the smaller budgets, we try to offer services that'll get a company or a business noticed, but it might not be as elaborate as one of the larger packages. So we try to first listen to the client and see what it is that they're trying to do, and then we taper those packages accordingly.
And I know you've done some advertising, which I know because one of the most impressive things I've seen is your drone service. So tell me a little bit more about that.
And as a matter of fact, I'm glad you mentioned it because I forgot to. The drone services are also offered. Now people are liking aerial views, top of buildings, whatever. But the drone,
Lakes.
services, right? Lake views, boating events, sporting events, and so most of us are familiar with the blip, and so they would shoot events using the blimp. But now they brought it down to more of a consumer level, and we were able to offer 4K footage, 1080 footage of whatever it is, of whatever event that people want to have shot. We do a lot of construction. Here in the Dallas Metroplex, construction is always going on. So there are a lot of opportunities where construction companies need a flyover. They like to get a wide angle view of their project. So those drone services definitely come into play. And it also helps the videography and the photography because I can snap a photograph and incorporate that into the video of whatever it is that they're trying to have shot.
So, what type of clients or events or whatnot do you do? As far as, do you do weddings? Can you do parties? Is it advertising? What type of clients do you have?
Well, as a matter of fact, all of that. If you need a photographer for a wedding or a videographer for a wedding, I'll do that. If you want to shoot a commercial, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute, we can do that. But the bulk of my business is corporate. So that means people coming into ballrooms, screens, projectors, and things of this nature. And what we've done now is added for those so that companies and businesses can reach a wider audience. What we do now is now stream those same events to a content delivery network, and for those people who couldn't be in attendance or in other countries or for whatever reason, they're able to access the link and view the meeting as well. So this, it wasn't a either. I'm Metroplex Mobile Studio is not treating it like an either or. We're trying to understand that all of this kind of is going to work together. There's going to be some in person as well as some virtual aspects of these meetings moving forward, and we're just trying to position ourselves so that we're able to meet the needs of the different requests that comes from clients.
So, for anyone looking to learn more about you and your business, how can they get in touch with you?
Well, we're in the process now of constructing this website, but it would be www.metroplexmobilestudio.com, or you can email if you have any questions or need any production services. You can email me at terrellwright18@gmail.com. That's TERRELLWRIGHT, the number 18 @gmail.com. And I'm also available at 214-493-2381.
Okay, great. Well, Terrell, that's our time for the day. I appreciate you taking time to talk to me. This has been a closer look. I'm your host, Robin Menace. Join us next month as we take a closer look at another African American business in the Dallas Fort Worth area.
Well, thanks, Robin. Thanks for having me.